Welcome back, everyone. I'm here with Birch and we're on our next adventure as promised, back to where my cardiac emergency happened. Different lake, but same location. Stay tuned. All right, we're getting loaded up. Royce is going for a dip. Got everything packed. Looks pretty good, actually. Royce is a bit concerned with Birch up ahead of us. It's quite windy. Beautiful scenery here. Able to record too much. The wind is super strong, so it's all my strength to kind of move all this weight and get to the site. Wow, this is beautiful. We're having a nice time. We're almost there. Always a supervisor. Yeah, the wind really picked up, so I've had to kind of really focus on my paddling. It's a little bit calmer here. This part of the lake, it's like a sliver lake. It's very, very narrow. So the wind does catch you, but on this side, it's actually not too bad. It's very, very narrow in here. You can see it's really nice. So we're just gonna head on up and get to the campsite. All right, home sweet home is just ahead. Dead ahead. Well, after 2 hours of putting our site together, we are going on a walk. Really high winds, so trying to put up the tent was a bit of an interesting feat. A few times it got really picked up and tossed around, so I'll show you in a sec. We did a really nice, Birch had an awesome idea of putting it back into the wind, so now we are all set and battened down for the night. Let's take a look at some of the scenery up here. Just beautiful in here. Really open, lots of hardwood, lots of oak. Oh, that burns pretty well too. Just a little trail through the woods here. I think people are just, oh, she's found a little deer trail. Let's go. So on our little hike, you can see there's a portage down there. I just want to go check it out. That leads to the next lake that is near this area. Let's go check it out. This would have been the perfect site for the tent. This is kind of what this tent was designed for. These little trees in here would have that kind of a view. But that's okay. I mean, honestly, Birch and I spent like a long time putting that tent up. We are not taking it down and bringing it here unless there's a catastrophe, so it's staying where it is. Well, this is really nice. We really lucked out. Yeah, it was super windy and nasty on the paddle, but you know what, just missed it on us a bit. I was expecting like lots and lots of rain today. Looks like that's cleared out for a bit. Might get a little bit of rain overnight, maybe a little few snowflakes. We'll find out, but the tent's all ready and got the stove ready to roll. Well, here we are. We're just at the other end of the portage. So this is another lake that you can go into. So depending, we might explore this one. I don't know what the plan is, but this is really cool. We just ran into a really nice guy from Ukraine. First year in Canada, and he's out doing backcountry camping, celebrating his 40th birthday out here by himself. He told us a crazy story that he paddleboarded in the dark and went to his campsite. Anyway, he has lots of stories to tell, but it was really nice running into him, and I'm so glad he's enjoying Canada. Lots of oak in here. Means there's probably lots of deer, acorns and stuff. Lots of blue jays, that's for sure. All right, here's the site. We have arrived, we've set up. Taken a very long time. So there is the canvas wall tent. A little bit weird in the front, or the back there, but this is the best setup. We have very strong winds coming in from the west. I picked up a few things from Princess Auto, and that helped me to set up the tent. One is these tent pegs and this paracord. So you can never have too much of those for your kit. I've got a big, like a storage bin that comes with me with the tent, and all these items go in there. And I got this really nice knife also from Princess Auto. It's real tree. Basically like almost like surgical blades. There's a large one and also a small one. I'll show you. So basically like that when it's opened up. And it comes with a little carrying case as well, and you can replace these blades really easily. You just flip these up and you can pop them out. So this will be great. As I'm setting up the tent, I can cut off the exact amount of paracord that I want and anchor them down. Like I said, Princess Auto has a lot of good stuff for your camping needs, so I always stock up before I head out on a trip. It's tied within an inch of its life all over, so it doesn't fall over. It's definitely a woodland tent, so it's tricky. You need a lot of stakes and a lot of cabling to kind of keep it steady, especially when you're looking at 50-kilometer-hour gusts like we're going to get tonight and right now. So I'm really happy with the setup. And here's what it looks like on the inside. We've got the wood stove at the front, and we've got our two beds and the dogs in the middle. and sort of gear in that on the side. Back's a little bit of askew, but that's okay. Hello, we're now by the fire. We're warming up. It feels so good. We're gonna have pork tonight with I think some rice and carrots. It should be pretty good. Just drying some wood by the fire. We're making supper. And what's for supper? Well, we got pork with lentils and quinoa. And we've got some carrots and stuff on the side. This is gonna be good. We also have some cranberry sauce too. Delicious. It's definitely chilly out right now. It's going down close to 0 tonight, so it'd be nice to have a nice hot meal inside me. It's looking good. I decided to add some real cranberries to it. Delicious. So delicious. Great idea to add the cranberries. Birch approves. Perfect. Gotta love a good marshmallow by the fire. So, if you get these celebration cookies, you can put a marshmallow in there. Instant s'more. Very good. Camping ingenuity. You forget your toothbrush. Birch is going to demo how we brush our teeth when we forget our toothbrush. Yeah, inevitably something is missed, right? You forget something. So you got to think thoroughly about it. And yeah, what kind of tree did you get there?
I think this is actually oak because I couldn't reach the birch.
All right, so it's oak. Nice strong grain. She's going to chomp on it, scrub her teeth with it. And it'll work really, really well. So don't worry, never fear. Nature has everything you need. And you forget your toothpaste, use a little bit of wintergreen to freshen your breath. This is a plant, it has little berries and leaves. When you chew them, tastes really good, like wintergreen, like a minty kind of flavor. So, yeah, fresh breath instantly after dinner. All right, so here we are. This is all tucked in. It's our beds. And wood stove. So we'll get that fired up a little later. Goes through the stove jack there. And that's gonna be really nice. Royce is so tired. Stuff like this is really stimulating for him, so yeah, he's ready for bed. But the wind's howling out there. But I think I'm really confident in the way we set this tent up. Really glad we did what we did. And I've got rocks all holding down the stuff on the back where the wind's really gonna pick it up. So it's tied down really well. Let's hope for the best. See the light wiggling in the wind there? It is crazy windy outside. We're just kind of relaxing in the tent right now. I've got my sleeping bag, sleeping pad. I'm actually on a cot and a wool blanket. So toasty and warm. It's pretty cold outside right now. Go out to do anything. It's raw. We've got the heater going here, the stove. It's going now for, I don't know, an hour and a half or something like that. And it really makes a difference. We've got a big log in there, nice and slow smoldering. So it's going to be a great night. Just chatting and hanging out. See you guys in the morning. All right, we're getting some breakfast ready. Good morning, everyone. Some bacon, we're getting some eggs going and coffee and the fire in the wood stove. It is damp and it is cold this morning. I don't know, what does it feel like today, Bray?
I can't remember. I think it's only going up till 10. Tonight's going -3, feels like -7.
Yeah, so it was raw in the night. I was kind of cold actually. The reason why, this guy in the back, little snoot sticking out, in the middle of the night, he got really cold. I woke up to him kind of like shivering a little bit. He had got to the back of the tent where the wind was extremely high, and you know, he'd gotten off of the insulated mat and kind of just cold underneath, and then no blanket on top. He's still kind of in his summer coat. Like I haven't got him in his winter long coat yet. So he was shivering a little bit, poor guy. So I took the wool blanket off me. I had like the 0-degree sleeping bag on me, and he was in the top of the cot. I was at the bottom, so it wasn't the best arrangement. But we've got him warmed up now, and he was out just having a blast. He's really tired. Of course, things like this tire him out completely. Big time overstimulation. So he's gonna just rest today, and I think we're just gonna take a cabin day because the wind is just howling out there again. It's not a nice day out there. Tomorrow it's gonna be awesome. Sun and high of 10 degrees. So today I think high of 7, low of -3. And 85% humidity. It's the humidity that gets you, so it's really nice to have the wood stove going in here. I have to actually take some of this off. I put all this on, I started feeling chilly in the night. I don't need it right now. It's actually probably, I don't know, 18 degrees in here right now. Got some nice hot coffee. Have my insulated camo pants on. Life is better outdoors. Justin Barber doing a crazy trek, an awesome trek, all across East Coast from Quebec down to like Newfoundland, Labrador. I follow him on Facebook with the spot locator updates. It's really interesting. So man, hat goes off to him for doing this stuff. Trekking all the gear with the dog in the canoe, kayak, whatever. We'll find out, I guess, in the videos what he's taking and how he's managed. But man, it's a big long journey he's doing, and my hat goes off to him because it's not easy. Here's a breakfast sandwich. That is so good. Just toast them on the frying pan after I put it all together. Wow, I needed this morning. Bacon, eggs, a little bit of shredded cheese, English muffin, breakfast of champions. So I was just saying to Birch, it's like we're tent bound, just like Everest. If you guys watch those videos of some of the Sherpas and the climbers headed up to Everest and then they're stuck at base camp because it's really nasty out. Well, it feels like that actually. 56 kilometer/hour wind gusts right now. Tent's hanging in there, thank goodness. Royce is behind me, just a lump. So we're just chatting, having a good time, thinking about making some lunch really soon. Resting, because yesterday was a busy day. My arms are a little bit sore from paddling. Got some nasty blisters from paddling in that heavy wind with all the weight. I think I need some paddling gloves. I have some at home in a drawer somewhere, but I have no idea where they are. So I'll have to band-aid up when we do some more paddling and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been raining, no snow. So today was supposed to be the snow day, as I mentioned with you guys before. So no snow, but just it's raining. But the tent's nice and dry and super windy. The wind's now coming directly out of the northwest, so very cold. 56 kilometer/hour gusts are, fairly commonplace actually right now. I think the steady wind speed is about 22 kilometers an hour, so it's nothing too shabby. Glad I'm not paddling in today, that's for sure. So it does remind me, I know I was saying in my last video about this is kind of the return to the area where I had my heart emergency, and yeah, last night I was thinking about it because that's kind of what it was like. We had weather coming in, high wind, my heart wasn't working properly and trying to think about how to get out, so. It's wind again. Whoa. Oh geez. The door just busted open. That's great. To secure that. Yeah. So it definitely reminded me of that day. So anyway, so far so good. No drama. It's all good. Actually, I had a little bit of drama on the way in. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that was driving up and the key fob for my car kept alarming low battery. My key fob doesn't work, the car doesn't start. So I had to make a quick detour to go get batteries to replace that so the car would run. So I could probably limp it here, but then once I turned the car off, if the battery died in the cold weather, I wouldn't be able to start it. I don't have that feature to be able to turn on the car without the key fob working. So anyway, got a battery, back on track, but that is really nothing compared to the previous adventures I've had here. All right, Birch is making some refried beans. We're having some quesadillas. So I'm just using the gas for that. Oh, look who's up. Yeah, oh, it's so nice. Smells so good in here. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. So just having something nice and warm for lunch because, yeah, it's getting a little cabin bound today. ET phone home. Anyways, so yeah, we're warming up. It's okay. Just want the wind to die back a little bit. Wouldn't be so bad if that wind, it's supposed to be, 4 degrees out right now, but it feels a lot less with that wind when you step outside. So, just gonna have some lunch. Oh boy, does that ever look good? Cheesy. That is delicious. Mine is a chicken and cheese burrito. Want some cranberries to snack on too, just for a little bit of sugar, a little bit of sweet tart. Well, sun's out. We're just out on a little walk on another lake. Just trying to walk around, see some scenery, see some beautiful colors. Again, lots of oak in here. Pine and oak mature forests. It's really nice. Trying to bushwhack our way through and go around the lake. Found a really cool mushroom. Almost looks like a horse hoof before it really dries out. Never really seen that before. That's really neat. It's like a sponge. Look at that. Wow. Here's your nature's loofah. So we're up on this little ridge here. Beautiful oak ridge. Take a look down here at all this moss. Gorgeous moss. Reindeer moss in there as well, and oak leaves. Really picturesque up here. Reminds me of the last time we were here, doing lots of hikes. And there's these guys here as well. Right now we've discovered another lake, so we're just poking around, and I think I see it through the trees there. Let's go check it out.
Wow.
I know my camera's not doing this justice, but this is a beautiful little inland lake. I keep thinking I'm going to see a moose in here. Oh man, this is gorgeous. I'm glad we found this. It's nice to explore.
Is this so fun?
This is BFF. Bouvier's bounce. And look what we have over here. Bear poop, not very fresh, full of berries. Look at all this, eh? This park is beautiful. So I just looked this up. We're basically in the midst of a bunch of huckleberries. This whole thing is huckleberries. So you know the bears love it in here. Obviously in late summer. That's cool. Typically don't see huckleberries, by the cabin or whatnot. I've seen them in some areas, but that's awesome. This would be a great spot to come back. Yeah, this is where the beavers come in. I think there's some areas they poke around. Gotta be really careful. There's like little ankle snapper holes in here from all the rodent activity. Royce is pretty pumped. I think he smells all the wildlife in here. Careful. See, you could easily just snap your ankle on that. Be really careful. This is a very beautiful flower as well. And this is where the lake ends. You can see there's a giant beaver dam. It's really cool. So there's probably a bit of a waterfall in the spring there. Amazing. I don't even know if you can hear me in all this wind, but this is really windswept in here. Well, that walk was amazing and really rejuvenating. Now we're making supper. Oh yeah, we're making some steaks. It's really nasty outside, gonna be really cold tonight, so we thought we'd make a dinner that's gonna keep us really warm. It's burning so clean you can't even see the smoke. And here's supper all cooked with some rice and cranberries. It's so delicious, and it's really warm in here. This is delicious. Super greasy. The cranberries cut the grease. But this is going to help us stay warm tonight. The oil and the fuel that's going to give our bodies is going to be intense. So I'm hoping the heat that my body produces from digesting this keeps me warm all night. So it's beautiful tonight. Really clearing out. Moon is right up there. Beautiful half moon. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice cold night. Beautiful clear skies though. Just lovely. Just drying some of our shirts. It's gonna be a great night. All right, so now we're playing Uno. The wind has died back. It's a beautiful night. Coyotes are just howling. Royce is chewing his little toy. So it's a beautiful night. Actually, the wind has died back so much. We've got the heat from the stove is just amazing in here. So we're just gonna enjoy the evening, and we'll see you in the morning.